What's up, family? I don't have my mic on my person, but I think it should be able to pick up. Like I'm looking at it right there. Like it should be able to pick up from where it is. Oh man, I've been fighting sleep like a little infant child. I'm sleepy, but I just can't fall asleep. I don't know excuse me, if there's someone pulling on my energy, or if my mind is racing. And collective, there may be someone out there that's experiencing the same thing, because we are one, right? We are one. Alright, so we have a great grandfather on your mother's side. So that energy may be around either bringing you a message or protection. I do not know why I don't want to go to sleep. You see what I'm doing? Maybe I'll be able to go to sleep after this read here. What do we have? Bottom of the deck. It says, hurt so much, don't realize how disassociated you are. You need to balance and ground your energy. Underneath that is be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Right? And that speaks directly to not disassociating. Learn to face the fear. Learn to have those uncomfortable conversations and be present. Take yourself off autopilot and live. Really allow yourself to feel. Become sentient again. You're different now. You can experience life. And then you have the Oshun card here. And she's the card of, being free and wild and dancing, having fun. She's about all the things that make life worth living. And I feel like you are evolving into this person that no longer disassociates, And I feel like your great-grandfather is saying, that's something that we had to do. Live for us. And there's one of the oracle cards spoke about that, Your ancestors didn't have the chance to experience joy just for the sake of it, you know. And you need to do that, like, you know, dance, laughed, believe in magic. It says there are none more awesome than Oshun. Alright, so let's get the main theme for the read. Look at that. Beautiful card, perfect card for what I was just saying. You know, give yourself grace. Whatever situation you may be going through, make sure you add a sprinkle of grace to it. The first main card that we're going to clarify is commensalism. Okay. Your great-grandfather is telling you that you're protected. He's bringing stabilization, because this is what the commensalism card is saying. So it's the medicine of connection, protection, and stabilization. It says, receive what we need without being a parasite. Seek sources that naturally supports us rather than manipulating someone or something to be other than what it is. Okay. And I feel like your great-grandfather is helping you to find that connection, to find that security, and the fact that you're protected and you can allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to have fun, you know, stabilization. I want you to know that you're more stable than you know. Perhaps when it comes to the area of love, like, you have evolved. And you know how to walk away from people, places, or things, nouns that aren't serving you. You're not the same person that, you know, will stay around in something that is not beneficial. First card to clarify commensalism is you are perfect. I love that. That's beautiful. Don't doubt yourself. Again, don't allow yourself to be disassociated. And then we also have craniosacral work. And that's, you know, when I see that, I think of Kundalini. Craniosacral work, I think of Kundalini. You know, because it's the cranium. And then the sacral. All what's between that is the spine, you know, so it deals with working with the spine as well, of course, naturally, but you should also include that root chakra, grounding. And then you have balance and ground on this card that's, you know, speaks about being hurt so much we don't really realize how disassociated we are. And I feel like you're able to see that you're opening up from that, because something is going to come along and it's going to stir up a lot of emotions versus you, and you're going to express them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Hopefully a healthy way. 9 times out of 10, I feel like it will be. But you're going to express yourself in a way, and it's going to be completely different. You're going to embrace your feelings, express it, and then maybe come back to being balanced and grounding your energy. But you're going to allow yourself to fully experience life. You know, a life fully lived is not one that's lived in safety. You know, so the next main card that we're clarifying is accepted for what it is. You see correctly. Self-love. Okay? And that's the power that you have. You know what I'm saying? A grace that has been given to you on this spiritual journey is that you can accept a situation, people, places, or things for what it is. So you know how to you're seeing correctly. So when you need to make a move, you know that you can do that. You've matured to that space. You're not going to stick around somewhere past the expiration date. you know. So we have thoughts empowered to manifest your heart's desires. So make sure whatever you're putting your mind on, it is something that it will liberate you. Okay, make sure it is what you want to see materialize. The next main card that we're going to clarify is calling the shots. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know that you have control in this at this point. You have control, but you've been given that ability because there is a grace about you. Again, Spirit can trust you to handle this with maturity. And remember, there's nothing you need to add. There's nothing you need to change about yourself. You are perfect. That's the reason why that you're a perfect card here. I want you to know with all of your being, because it's clarified with the cranial sacral, with all of your being. That's where this area is where all the important things that run the rest of the body is. So Spirit wants you to know with all your being, you are perfect just the way you are. There's nothing you need to add, take away, nothing you need to do to be more worthy. Okay? Connect with yourself. Connect with others from that level. Know that you're protected and that you are stable. Okay? Clarifying, calling the shots. We have jump the gun. Okay? And then I'm taking accountability and stepping into my power. Okay, so it's like I said, given the energy, you are freeing yourself from, this disassociated cycle that you may have been in, and you're taking back your power. There may be in a situation in which you jumped the gun, but you're taking accountability for that as well. You've taken accountability for a lot of things. That's the reason why you have and are experiencing this evolution, this ascension, this awakening, because you're worthy and you're not afraid to do the work. The next card that we're going to clarify is inner demon. Okay, and I feel like you've fought all of those inner demons. We have being transparent, and then it's everything done with integrity. So that's you taking accountability, checking yourself. Are you being transparent with yourself? That's just that dark night of the soul energy. Next card that we're going to clarify is let your weird flag fly. Okay? First card to clarify that is true star power. Okay? For one, you have true star power. I feel like something is itching. Maybe it's... Anyway. But it says true star power is when your soul brightens every environment you enter. You command attention. So let your weird flag fly. And we have Gemini here. Okay? And there's a lot of superstars that are Geminis. Okay? But some attributes of Gemini is adaptable, articulate, communicative, sociable, curious, clever. Okay? Reason and logic. The motto for Gemini is I think. The color is yellow, which is the color of Oshun as well. The stone is agate, so you may have an agate crystal. But nevertheless, Be empowered. Be free. Don't allow your thoughts to be bound. Give yourself grace. Give others grace. But also know that you're strong enough, stable enough, mature enough to be able to give grace to other people and to just really live. Like you are calling the shots, whether you know it or not. You are calling the shots. Okay? And that's because you're responsible with it. Even if you jump the gun, you're going to take accountability and, reestablish yourself, reestablish your power. Like you have done the work to overcome your inner demons. And you do that by just being transparent. And you're not afraid to be transparent with yourself and others. And again, you're always checking yourself to make sure that everything is done with integrity. It even has accountability on this card. And the question, what is your part? What part did you play in this? You don't mind taking accountability, and accepting the situation for what it is, Emotional self-care we have here coming out, Mother of Water. It's a really beautiful card. And then we got the Shadow here, bottom of the deck, Explore. Okay, so again, there could have been a situation today or that you're going through or whatever that requires some grace, requires you to give grace to others, but maybe even yourself, because you got really pissed off. Maybe something happened that really pissed you off. I know it happened to me, But again, with the shadows, there's trials and tribulations, and inner demon, dark night of the soul. That's what I got when I saw inner demon, dark night of the soul energy. I'm looking at this commensalism card, and it says, receive what we need without being a parasite. Seek sources that naturally supports us rather than manipulating someone or something to be other than what it is. Okay, so we're not chasing anyone. We're not begging anyone. You know what I'm saying? We're just expressing ourselves and seeing what happens when we do that. We are exploring this energy of just expressing ourselves, not holding things back. Liberation, being free, and whomever it is that we're dealing with or working with, they're just going to have to be able to accept it and us for what it is. We're going to let our weird flag fly. And I feel like Spirit is saying you are safe to do that. Your great-grandfather on your mother's side is saying it is safe for you to do that because you know how to give yourself this emotional self-care. You're very intelligent. And we also know that trials and tribulations will always be a part of the journey as we are living in a 3D. And it's based off of duality. Okay? So we have the detached card flew out. It says, you've been asked to detach from something you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to a desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. So this could have deal with the situation that pissed you off. Learn to detach from it so that we don't go back into that cycle or energy of disassociation. Hand it over to Spirit. And we have strategy and planning. It says your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. And that's on period here with the thoughts are empowered to manifest your heart's desire with liberation. Like you have, like I said, you are calling the shots. So you have to move with grace, more grace, and not just impulsive. Like it's time to strategize and plan, because your star power, all of that is intensifying. You are a leader, and if you're not already leading and being or in a leadership position, you will be. You have a lot of people, that really look up to you, whether you know it or not. Bottom of the deck is grounding. It says you're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, maybe overthinking. And it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside, plant your feet on the ground, and enjoy the centering feeling that this brings. Okay, with the Ocean card, just enjoy having fun. Know that there's nothing you have to change. Again, with the craniosacral work, you may want to indulge in that literally. So if you are curious, look it up and then just go from there. If you want to book a session with someone that does craniosacral work. But energetically, I feel like that just speaks to awakening, a soul awakening, a sacred awakening, Kundalini rising type energy, right? And it makes sense. Like I said, you've been doing the work, and then we have your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. I said undergoing an evolution, right? Because you are transparent and you do everything with integrity. And you have fought these inner demons, right? The demons that want to keep you in that energy of disassociation. Like, no, you've done the work. And it's time to let your weird flag fly. Don't allow anyone to box you in. Don't begin to doubt yourself on whether you're worthy or not. Maybe because of how someone has disregarded you or treated you. And then hell, you may even jump the gun in regards to thinking that someone has disregarded you or whatever. Energy may be a little bit impatient. But it's okay. All will reveal itself. And if you are in the wrong, you jump the gun or whatever, again, you're not afraid to take accountability. Is everything done with integrity card has accountability on it as well. You're not afraid to take accountability. You're not scared. Like, I think that's how the Rugrats used to say, afraid. You're not afraid to face the shadow or go back into the dark night of the shadow. You've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. So it's not anything that you're afraid of doing. So just take your time. Just take your time. One day at a time, 1 moment at a time, 1 hour, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time. Alright, so hope that helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all. Hopefully I can get some sleep now. But yeah. Until next time. Peace. In the Middle East. For real, for real.